Very excited for dinner tonight because I am hungry. We're gonna make the ham and cheese crepes. So I'm gonna get that ham out of the freezer here and get everything started thawing. I'm also going to make some boiled cookies. Now that sounds a little weird. But this is a recipe that my grandmother had sort of handed down. It's essentially chocolate and oatmeal cookies. Very good, in my opinion. So I'm gonna make them because I love dessert. So thank you so much for tuning in, and let's get started.
So the first thing that I'm working on are the boiled cookies. So that's a whole stick of butter, 2 cups of sugar. I think it was half a cup of milk, 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder. This is a Dutch processed cocoa powder, but honestly, I don't think it matters. And just bringing that up over medium low heat until everything melts and it starts boiling. And I was feeling impatient with how long it was taking to boil, but it's important not to bring this up to that temperature too quickly, or it does not turn out. So I did a little multitasking with it while I was stirring away. I measured out 3 cups of oats. And got my peanut butter and vanilla on hand, sort of for the next step. You do have to stir this constantly the whole time you're making it, which honestly is just a huge pain, but it's very, very delicious. I love these things, so worth it, but annoying. Continuing to just stir away, waiting patiently for it to boil. You can see I keep checking it, just lifting the spatula to see if, the bubbles are forming. And after it started boiling here, I put on a timer. It has to boil for 1 minute before you do anything else. So then I cut the timer. I added about a teaspoon of vanilla, and it calls for half a cup of peanut butter. I just eyeballed it with a big spoon. But if you want to measure it, you certainly could. And I am waiting for all of that to dissolve before mixing it into the oats. This recipe also calls for shredded coconut, but my spouse does not like coconut, so we did not use any. But you definitely could. I like it. I think it makes them more delicious. So then, after this mixture has combined, while it is still hot, go ahead and dollop heaping spoonfuls of this onto parchment paper. You definitely want to use parchment or wax paper for this, for its non-stick properties. You could certainly do like a silicone baking mat or something as well, and it'd probably be fine, but I wouldn't just put it straight on the pan. And you can make those dollops as big as you want. Essentially, at this point, the chocolate and sugar mixture is going to set up with the oats, and it makes it into, I don't know if cookie is the right word, candy, but honestly, it's amazing. It doesn't look great, but it's not aesthetic, but it's really good. So after I got all those done, I started working on these ham and cheese crepes. Now, I have never worked with crepes before, so that should be foreshadowing as to what happened next. I tried to take the crepes out of the package, and they were very thin and brittle. Now, I know that crepes are thin, but I didn't expect them to be like falling apart, so I felt that I needed to heat the ingredients up before I put it on the crepe. I just didn't think it would like stand to being filled and then being put on the pan. But that didn't really go as planned because, of course, I wanted to melt the cheese. So I decided to just put the cheese straight up in the pan, and that was a poor life decision. Okay. I'm not saying that anyone should do this. This was a bad idea. But it did get the job done. So I did eventually manage to get it together. It tasted good, but it did not hold together as expected. Now for the kids ones, I did actually like tri-fold it, and it became a little pocket that you could actually pick up and eat out of. Ours just didn't quite work. So yeah, another wonderful day in my kitchen, making it work and just hoping for the best, honestly.